Have you ever considered that the very items meant to make your home feel cleaner, fresher, and more comfortable might actually be stealing years from your life? That the pleasant scent filling your living room or the convenient container holding your leftovers could be quietly damaging your lungs, heart, and brain without you ever knowing? As we enter our 70s and beyond, our bodies become more sensitive to things we once tolerated easily. Chemicals, air quality, and environmental toxins that barely affected us in our younger years can now trigger fatigue, dizziness, inflammation, even memory decline. Your home should be your sanctuary, the place where your body rests, heals, and grows stronger. But for many seniors, it's become something else entirely. A place where invisible dangers accumulate day by day, silently eroding health and vitality. Today we're identifying 5 hidden dangers lurking in nearly every senior's home. Things you should remove immediately to protect your health and extend your life. These aren't dramatic or obvious threats. They're everyday items you've trusted for years. And the last one we'll discuss is something nearly every senior keeps without realizing the damage it causes. Let's begin. The first danger is something many people use specifically to make their homes feel welcoming and pleasant. We're talking about scented candles and air fresheners. These products promise relaxation and comfort through lovely fragrances. But here's what's actually happening when you light that candle or plug in that air freshener. You're releasing harmful chemicals into the air you breathe constantly. Most scented candles are made from paraffin wax, a petroleum byproduct that releases toxins when burned. The artificial fragrances contain volatile organic compounds, chemicals that evaporate into your air and accumulate in your body over time. For seniors whose immune and respiratory systems are more fragile, these toxins create real problems. Fatigue that seems to come from nowhere, shortness of breath you attribute to aging, headaches you can't explain, increased blood pressure your doctor struggles to control. Those synthetic fragrances can also disrupt your hormones because many of them mimic estrogen in your body. This hormonal imbalance affects everything from your sleep to your mood to your metabolism. You might notice you feel dizzy or tired in rooms where strong artificial scents linger. You might cough more, have watery eyes, or wake with a dry throat. These aren't random symptoms. They're your body responding to chemical exposure. Consider Linda, 78 years old, who loved her lavender-scented plug-ins throughout her home. She struggled with poor sleep and persistent headaches, but never connected them to her air fresheners. When she finally removed them and began opening her windows daily for ventilation, her headaches reduced dramatically within 2 weeks. Her sleep improved. She felt more alert during the day. The change was immediate and profound. If you want pleasant scents in your home, use real essential oils in a diffuser, but only for short periods, not continuously. Even better, keep potted herbs like rosemary, mint, or basil near windows. They refresh the air naturally without any chemical load. Eliminating synthetic fragrances instantly improves your air quality and reduces the burden on your respiratory system. Your lungs will thank you, and so will your heart. The second danger sits in nearly every senior's kitchen, often in multiple places: plastic food containers and water bottles. These seem harmless, convenient, practical, but many contain chemicals like BPA and phthalates that leach into your food and drinks, especially when heated, repeatedly washed, or exposed to sunlight. These chemicals disrupt your hormones, damage liver function, and impair brain health over time. Here's why this matters more as you age. Your liver and kidneys, the organs responsible for filtering and removing toxins from your body, work more slowly than they once did. Chemicals that a younger person might process and eliminate quickly can accumulate in your system, building up month after month, year after year. This chronic exposure creates problems that look like normal aging but aren't. Fatigue after meals, persistent bloating, joint stiffness that won't ease. These might not be aging at all. They might be chemical toxicity. Robert, 82, used the same plastic containers for decades. He microwaved his meals in them daily, never thinking twice about it. When blood tests showed mild liver inflammation, his doctor asked about his diet and cooking habits. Robert switched to glass containers immediately. Within months, his digestion improved. His energy increased. The inflammation markers in his blood dropped noticeably. Glass and stainless steel are completely non-toxic alternatives. Glass doesn't leach chemicals regardless of temperature. It preserves food taste better. It lasts longer. Yes, it requires more care, but your health is worth that small effort. Replace your plastic containers and water bottles with glass or stainless steel versions. This single change significantly reduces your daily toxic chemical exposure and supports better metabolic health for years to come. Our third danger hides under kitchen sinks and in utility closets throughout senior homes. Old cleaning products, bottles of bleach, ammonia-based cleaners, harsh detergents bought years ago and half-used ever since. These products degrade over time, and even when sealed, they release harmful fumes into your home's air continuously. Chemicals like ammonia, chlorine, and formaldehyde off-gas toxins that mix with the air you breathe day and night. Your aging lungs are less elastic and more vulnerable to irritation than they once were. These invisible fumes cause inflammation and breathing problems you might attribute to other causes. If you're a non-smoker with unexplained coughing or respiratory irritation, check under your sink. The answer might be sitting there in old bottles you forgot you owned. Frank, 80 years old, started noticing a persistent metallic taste in his mouth. He felt short of breath more often. His doctor found nothing obviously wrong. Then Frank cleaned out his utility closet and discovered half-dozen bottles of old chemical cleaners, some more than a decade old. He replaced everything with simple white vinegar and baking soda solutions. Within 2 weeks, the metallic taste disappeared. His breathing eased. He slept better and woke feeling more rested. White vinegar mixed with warm water cleans and disinfects beautifully. Baking soda scrubs surfaces without scratching or releasing fumes. These natural alternatives cost less, work effectively, and eliminate toxic residues from your home entirely. Removing harsh chemical cleaners improves your air quality immediately, supports better sleep, and protects your respiratory health without any downside. The fourth danger involves something you use nearly every day, often multiple times: your cookware. Non-stick pans coated with chemicals and aluminum pans that seem practical and easy to use. But non-stick coatings often contain compounds linked to thyroid problems, weakened immunity, and certain cancers. When heated, especially at high temperatures, these coatings can break down, releasing toxic fumes that you breathe and absorb into your body. Seniors' slower metabolism means these toxins stay in your system longer, creating inflammation, fatigue, joint pain, and potentially contributing to cognitive decline over time. Aluminum cookware presents different risks. Aluminum can leach into your food, particularly when cooking acidic dishes like tomato sauce or citrus-based recipes. This metal accumulation contributes to memory decline and bone weakness, effects often dismissed as normal aging when they're actually environmental poisoning. Margaret, 84, cooked with aluminum pans her entire adult life. She experienced persistent fatigue and digestive discomfort that worsened over years. When she finally replaced her cookware with stainless steel, she noticed improvements within weeks. Her digestion settled, her energy increased. She felt more vital and engaged than she had in years. The change seemed almost too simple to be real, but the results spoke clearly. Stainless steel, cast iron, and ceramic cookware are safe, durable alternatives. They don't release chemicals when heated. Cast iron actually adds beneficial iron to your food. These materials enhance flavor rather than compromising it. Switching your cookware is a critical, manageable step that dramatically reduces your exposure to heavy metals and toxic chemicals. Your body processes food better when that food isn't contaminated with aluminum or synthetic coatings. Now we come to our fifth danger, the one nearly every senior unknowingly keeps in their home: commercial air fresheners and scented products that contain some of the most harmful chemicals allowed in consumer products. We touched on scented candles earlier, but this goes deeper. Many air fresheners, whether plug-ins, sprays, or gels, contain formaldehyde, benzene, and toluene. These are known irritants and potential carcinogens. These chemicals don't just float in the air briefly and disappear. They cling to your fabrics, your walls, your curtains. They accumulate in your lungs over time. As respiratory sensitivity increases with age, exposure to these compounds creates chronic coughing, persistent headaches, dizziness, and that vague low energy you can't quite explain. Seniors spend more time indoors than most other age groups. This makes indoor air quality critically important to your overall health and longevity. Helen, 78, used lavender-scented candles throughout her home daily. She developed a persistent cough and breathing discomfort her doctor couldn't fully explain. When she switched to natural beeswax candles and added air-purifying plants like snake plants and peace lilies to her rooms, her symptoms resolved completely. She could breathe deeply again. The cough disappeared. Her energy returned. Natural alternatives exist for every synthetic air freshener. Open your windows daily, even just for 15 minutes, to ventilate and refresh your air. Use essential oil diffusers with pure oils, not synthetic fragrances. Simmer natural ingredients like cinnamon sticks, cloves, and lemon slices on your stove for warming, chemical-free scents that actually smell better than anything synthetic. These simple practices support your respiratory health and protect your longevity without any chemical burden. As we close, let's recognize a crucial truth. Longevity isn't just about what you eat or which supplements you take. Your home environment plays an equal, perhaps even greater role in maintaining health as you age. The everyday items surrounding you, the air quality inside your walls, these either support your body's natural healing or silently erode it day by day. Your home should be a sanctuary, a place free from hidden toxins that accelerate decline and steal vitality. Small, mindful changes, removing chemical cleaners, replacing unsafe cookware, choosing natural scents over synthetic ones, these are powerful acts of self-care that extend both the quality and duration of your life. Aging healthfully doesn't require complicated routines or expensive products. It requires simplification and environmental awareness. Take a thoughtful inventory of your home. Look under your sink. Check your food storage. Examine your cleaning supplies and cookware. Remove the items we've discussed today and notice how you feel in the weeks that follow. Your breathing will likely improve. Your energy may increase. That persistent fatigue or those unexplained headaches might simply disappear. If this information opened your eyes to dangers you didn't know existed, share your thoughts in the comments. What surprised you most? Which changes will you make first? Subscribe for more content that supports healthy, vibrant aging through practical, evidence-based guidance. Share this video with friends and family who deserve to know how their homes might be affecting their health. Together, we can create living spaces that truly support longevity. Spaces where every breath strengthens rather than weakens, where every day adds life rather than taking it away. That's the kind of home you deserve, and now you know exactly how to create it.